What's up guys, it's MTGMatt for you, back with another Innistrad Crimson Vow video for you guys. And today we're going to be doing something special, and this is something that I want to do every week from now on, which is, every week I'm building my own decks to present to you guys. But from now on, I'd like to every week, once, present a deck from somebody else that I find interesting and that I find worthwhile trying out. And I was just cruising what's called MTGDecks.net to see if I find a deck that catches my attention and just try it out and show it to you guys. And I have found an Esper control deck here from Mr. Katana. I'm gonna link you the deck into the description. Full credit to him or her. And it's an Esper control deck, and it caught my attention for two reasons. The one reason being, it runs 3 Hullbreaker Horrors, which of course is a super powerful new card from Innistrad Crimson Vow. But the other thing that caught my attention is that it runs 4 Teferi Who Slows the Sunset, which I find really intriguing actually. Also, you got stuff like Siphon Insight to play a little bit with your opponent's stuff. We got Auron's Epiphany, which is of course super powerful. And this deck is just a good mix of everything, so if we take a look at removal, we have 2 Doomskars for board wipes. We also have 2 Meteor Massacres for board wipes. And that's it. Basically, it's 4 cards as board wipes, which I found very interesting because from my understanding, if I look at the meta right now, the meta is mono green, mono white is a turns, right? These are the top 3 decks right now. So either you face extremely aggressive decks or control decks, right? And from my understanding, I would say that because of these extremely aggressive decks, I would think that you need more than 4 board wipes, but we're gonna see how this plays out. For a single target removal, we have got 3 Vanishing Verses, 2 Infernal Grass. I really like the Vanishing Verses because of stuff like, whoops, let me actually, okay, really like the Vanishing Verses because of stuff like, Essica's Chariot, for example, which is otherwise hard to remove. Infernal Grass just removes everything, really nice. Then, as I said, we have 3 copies of Siphon Insight, right? Just gives you some more card advantage and lets you play with your opponent stuff, also pretty fascinating. And then we get into the turn of more or less counter spells, right? So we got Divide by Zero, which is not a real counter spell, but it messes with your opponent's game plan. 3 saw it coming, and 2 Syncopates. And Syncopate is also a card that I wanted to try for a while. So I'm really looking forward to figuring out how good this card is in the current format. And yeah, so we got Divide by Zero, saw it come, Syncopate. 3 copies of the Celestus. This has proven to be a powerful card in Lear Grixis, right, from the World Championships. And goes really well together with the Teferi, because the Teferi can ramp you with the Celestus real nicely. And then finally we got 4 copies of Memory Deluge for card draw, which is nice for obvious reasons. Let me actually move my camera so I can show the land base. I think the land base is pretty straightforward. We just got 1 copy of Hollow Storm Giants for the late game. But what's cool is we have a single copy of Treasure Vault, and if you wonder why this is here, this is an artifact land. So if you have this on the board, Teferi can +1 and untap like a regular land you have, and also the Treasure Vault, because Treasure Vault is also an artifact. So this has just has some synergy with Teferi, which I find really cool. And then we got a single copy of Field of Ruin. And I'm not gonna go in the sideboard for now because I just want to try to stack out in best of 1 for now. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this. Hope you guys enjoy this format of me presenting decks of other people, and I see you guys soon. Alright, here we go. So this hand is a little low on lands. We can cast the Grasp though, and we might get to the Celestus, so I guess it's fine. Let's just play the Field of Ruin for now. Okay, gonna be able to play the Celestis. I think it's better to play blue here, because while this way we can play the Grasp, this gives us double blue for the Memory Deluge. I think that's better. Play our Celestis here. And now this can turn into a black mana source. I think we're trying to look for a board wipe here. Probably won't be using the Siphon Insight for now. I'm just trying to find a board wipe here instead of single target removing one of these things. Really? She wants these two guys to die, right? I actually don't mind this at all. It's fine, like... he's doing the job for us, basically. Lose a little bit of life, but it's fine. Okay, so that's Memory Deluge. I think the Fairy is a very good pick here, especially with the Celestis out. And... yeah, I guess that's taking me to a Massacre. Okay, so now it's really important how we use our mana here, so... let's just play out the Fairy. I think I definitely want this to be black, no matter what. And then untap the Celestis and another blue source here.
And some
right?
think time only flows in one direction.
Now I can see you probably use Reduce to Memory to get rid of the Fairy here, but we have Syncopate and saw it coming. Here is a Hive, we can deal with this via our Field of Ruin. So there's 2 mana left, right? So... yeah, we just saw it coming here. Syncopate doesn't really make a lot of sense here. Now you could have a Fateful Absence to deal with the Fairy. Okay, so I would like to find a land here. Can actually tap the treasure vault. Can more or less fix our mana this way. And guess we could get our first white mana. Yep. Okay. And then I'm gonna go Siphon Insight to find a land here. Or maybe even something more useful. Sure, Plains is great. Play the Plains, and then wait.
I've got some time to.
Should I go Infernal Grasp now? I think I'm gonna Infernal Grasp now. Now untap our stuff, gain some life.
And some.
And we have a Syncopate open, plus we can Siphon Insight if needed. Okay, here we can discard the Celestus. Gain a life. Okay, this is perfect. We go X+2, Syncopate Kaya. Gets exiled so it can come back with Blood on Snow, but I guess our opponent doesn't have snow mana anyway. And yeah, this is going really well so far. I think I want a Metone Massacre here. Just so that it's more likely that we get our Teferi to his ultimate. Now we still have mana for Memory Deluge. Yeah, and we'll see if Teferi can now ultimate next turn, or if our opponent has a way to deal with it, like another Kaya. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we get to ultimate Teferi, have a Memorial Deluge here, and now we're looking for a Hullbreaker. Let's take another Memorial Deluge, another Syncopate. Bam.
This is hardly my worst defeat. I'm finishing this.
Let's take a land. Guess take another Teferi. Teferi here, we can untap some stuff. We can also Massacre for 3 mana, which is perfect. And now we're just looking for a Hullbreaker, right? Hullbreaker Horror. There's a horror. I actually want lands, and we don't need more than one horror to win the game anyway. There, I can cast something here. I mean, in this position we can really just go off hard. Now they lose, let's take a Doom Scar.
And some think time only
This.
flows in one direction.
I mean, untapping doesn't even really do much, because we untap anything anyway. Let's just fish here, Epiphany. Okay. Okay. So when opportunist attacks here, we can just kill him with the horror. And yeah, this is GG. All right. First game and pretty impressive so far. Second game with this deck, and this looks great. Guess I feel like I was just thinking, what could he play on 3 that's monocolored? Well, the Stormax Seeker, right? Okay, there's the pup. We definitely won double white later, so let's play the pathway. And we can actually make it so that's not becoming night again, right? We can Vanishing versus the Paxson Pack, but I don't think that's particularly great, so let's divide the Naturalist. And just get into Sciences here. Single planes. Again, let's exile one of these pups so it doesn't turn night. Next turn we can go Epiphany. so that's fine. We can still kill Arlen. Man, we're real land flooded though.
Now the wilds are threatened.
And it's gonna get night here, but now we have the Hall of Storm Giants available to us. I think we're... this is tough, man. So this represents 6 damage. But we can actually just block the guy. If it's better. The Sobi doesn't have a buff or something. No! Okay. Alright, here we go. Looks fine. Okay, I should have made this white for Doomscar, but then again, we draw a 3rd land, we got the Celestus, so that's fine. That sucks. Let's do this now. Yeah. Damn. Oh wait, we can still get our Celestus, right? So unless our opponent plays a Skyclave Apparition here, we should have our Celestus. Okay, that's nice. You keep getting lands. I really like that. So we have 5 mana available, which means we can play the Fairy and still get the Doomscar down, which is huge. Right? Okay, now we tap this for white. Untap the Celestus, untap the Beach. And now we Doomscar. And we got rid of the whole board and have a Teferi out, so that's really good. Okay, I guess we don't have a Teferi. But we just put out another Teferi here. Make this black. Get a 4/4. We also have access now, more or less, to Mito Massacre. Okay, that's fine. You could just play the Hullbreaker Horror. Should we do it? Right? You have exactly 7 mana. I mean, how can he come back for this? He can't even kill a Teferi with his Spellbinder. Now we got a Hullbreaker on the board. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, man, I mean, this deck feels really good. Alright, this looks pretty great. Man, I'm starting to like this deck. Let's get rid of the inside here. No land is really annoying. Guess we can try to steal a land. Because if we find a land, we can also... Give me your orange, please. Yeah, if we had found a land there, we could have, you know, foretold our epiphany. But we stole a whole epiphany now out of his deck. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Okay, so we have a turn now where we can safely deluge to find our land. Oh yeah, give me some land, please. And... need double black, so let's make this blue then. Oh. Okay, this should become black. And now what do we do? Well, we have a syncopate, right? So I think we shouldn't do anything really. Can memory deluge. Can memory deluge now. I don't think it's gonna cast something significant this turn. He only has red mana for now, so this is safe. Okay, I like the haul. Siphon Inside is pretty hilarious. But I think we just want to keep getting lands. We already have enough resources in our hand. Unfortunately, there's exactly 1 mana left. Or we could syncopate this, but we can't. Okay, let's replay the Celestis. With halfway. Now we need to hold up a syncopate here because he's at 6 mana. So he's gonna get 4 mana out of this, right? I know, maybe I should have syncopated this. That's actually fine. Divide by 0. Okay, let's play the untapped land. I actually can't really do anything here. Other than just pass. Because he's got the mana, right? He's got the mana for an iteration. Let's get rid of the grasp. Okay, let's try to... Oh, you know what? I know what we do. We go Hullbreaker Horror here. He might want to interact with it, you know, like divide by 0 or something. But this makes it so he has to do something, he has to react to this, right? Because otherwise, like, his game plan can't go on. And this will probably free us up for Epiphany. Yeah. So now he only has 4 mana left. Which unfortunately is exactly enough for... let's see. So we have 9 mana. We could go Epiphany... Epiphany and a Syncopate. Again, I think we just need to pass here. Okay, he's got 11 mana here. So he's got 7, 9 mana left. If he casts an Epiphany for 3 mana, we can bounce one Epiphany and syncopate the other. So I think I'm actually fine with this. Yeah. So what we could also do is go Hullbreaker Horror Syncopate, but that's actually not helping. No, we go... What we do is we go divide by 0. And then we syncopate. Let's just get a sciences. And I have full control. And now he's got 3 mana left, so this is x equals 4. And we're missing one mana, man. One tiny mana. Okay, we can ditch the sciences here. Now luckily we had 23 life. And he's at 9 mana. So right now he can't, like he needs another land, right? Like he can take an extra turn obviously, but we have stolen a whole epiphany from him, so that's huge. So if he... Okay, he foretold that one. Okay. Okay, Sanctum. Oh. So if we go... So next turn he's going to try to take 2 extra turns again. You know what? Let's just do it. Oh look. Took a whole extra turn. That feels pretty good because now we're getting more and more lands, and that's the important part here. I'm just playing untapped lands, so now we got 10 mana. And let's play our Epiphany. Perfect. And the more mana we get, the easier we get to, you know, play a Hullbreaker Horror and just win that way. Okay. Again, let's just take untapped mana here. I think I'm holding back my birds. Yeah! Let's go! The Hullbreaker Horror was too much. Okay, so far this deck is doing pretty well. Let's play Sanctum here. So now that we have double black for Massacre, this can become blue. So we can actually play the Fairy here. I never saw it coming open. I think that's pretty good. And with the free power, he won't be able to kill my Teferi. Treasure Vault.
I'm right on time. Second here, second there. Who's counting? I've seen that one before.
Oh man, if we had drawn a land here, we could have played Hullbreaker Horror. I guess let's just draw a card.
Only time will tell.
Let's get a land. And now what? Ah! No! Why, game? Why are you tapping like that? No. Oh man. I actually can't play Vanishing Words. At least I know it would have made a difference here.
I really should have seen that coming.
So we can go x equals 4, that definitely helps. Getting rid of Halana and Elena. And then we might be able to meet him Massacre again. No land, but Divide by 0 is actually pretty useful here. Yeah, let's do this now so we can go Sciences. Why is the game so hesitant to freaking tap the treasure vault and I'm not paying attention? Ah. Now we could have exiled the freaking chariot. So we can go Hullbreaker Horror here. But, I mean, why, right? Because we can go x equals 3 and then have the Vanishing Words open. 1, 2, 3. Gain some life. Okay. Now we exile the chariot. This should be black again. And now we hopefully can get ahead with the Hullbreaker Horror. Your opponent might run some kind of sorcery type removal, so I'd rather get the Hullbreaker in now. Oh, and now we have a syncopate. Let's go. And I think we're actually starting to get aggressive here. I mean, this is 3 hits and he's dead. And we got a syncopate to counter anything, plus Infernal Grasp to bounce anything else. Yeah, Bloodsheets first. So let's grasp the Cragmaw. Return the Bloodsheets first. Gain some life. Now we can do it again. And we can now bounce the token and syncopate the Bloodsheets first. Now we go X equals 5, doesn't matter actually. And now we bounce the token. We could have also bounced the Meathook Massacre actually. Ha! Okay. Dude, that's gonna be next level. Play a Hullbreaker Horror to bounce anything else that threatens our Hullbreaker Horror. Okay, I mean, this is too funny. Okay, opponent list for now. It's also gonna be able to kill a horror here. No. Oh, that is super bad for us. I mean, if we find a just remove a spell here for the Hydra, then we also just win. Or actually, yeah, just any spell. And GG. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.